According to World Health Organization, Japan has the highest life expectancy in the entire world, which is 87 years for men and 87.3 years for women. And it also has the highest ratio of centenarians and supercentenarians in the entire world. So what's the secret that makes them best of best in terms of life expectancy? What's the secret that makes them not only live a long life but enjoy an enviable level of enthusiasm? So let's deep dive into this. Welcome to chapter 7 of the book reading series Ikigai, where the authors have explored and decoded the secrets of the Japanese Okinawans. By the way, Okinawans were among one of those areas in Japan which were affected a lot during the Second World War. And not just as a result of the conflicts that happened on the battlefield, but also due to lack of resources and hunger, the life expectancy of Okinawans during 1940s and 50s were very low. But today, they have bounced back and they are amongst the world's longest living people. And somewhere down the line, it has a lot to do with their diet. Research shows that the mortality rate of Okinawans due to cardiovascular diseases are very, very less. And this particular fact has attracted the attention of researchers from across the world to study the lifestyle of the Okinawans or to know about their diet. And since 1970s, around hundreds and hundreds of papers have been published which speaks about the Okinawan diet or the Okinawan lifestyle. A group of researchers also published a book called The Okinawan Program, which talks more about the Okinawan diet. So today let's have a quick look at what the Okinawans eat, or what is the miracle diet of the Okinawans that keep them so strong and healthy for so long duration in their life. So firstly, the Okinawans are very particular about eating at least 7 types of fresh food and fruits and vegetables each day. Yes, you heard me right, 7 types of fresh fruits and vegetables each day, which is completely difficult for us or the fast food culture people to understand also. They say that in order to know that whether you are eating right or whether you are eating variety is to make sure that you have the rainbow on your table, which means that you eat a variety of colorful food. The next thing is the Okinawans, they consume fish around 3 times a week, whereas the meat consumption, if you see, is very less as compared to the other part of the world. Also, they eat very less amount of sugar, or they generally avoid having desserts. Sugar consumption, chocolate consumption is very less as compared to the other part of the world. Grain form a very important part of their diet. So if we see all these dietary principles and how the Japanese eat variety of fresh fruits and vegetables, while they also consume very less meat and almost no sugar or no chocolate. So it takes me back to the chapter 1 where I have discussed about the concept called as Hara Hachi Bu. I repeat, Hara Hachi Bu, which means fill your belly until 80%. So I have discussed in details about Hara Hachi Bu in my first video on the Ikigai series, and I would leave a link in the description box below in case if you would like to revisit that video. So coming back to Hara Hachi Bu, it means that you may not know exactly when your stomach is 80% full, but it is basically avoiding overeating. It means that eat only as much as your body needs instead of eating for the tongue or eating to satisfy the tongue. A good way of implementing Hara Hachi Bu into your diet is to avoid eating dessert. If you look at the Japanese culture, unlike in the other parts of the world, they do not serve food as appetizer or starter, then main course, and then the dessert. In Japanese culture, all the food is served at once on the table and in very small portions. So you have a feeling that you are eating a lot of things at once, but the portion size is very small. So that way you eat a variety of things, but at the same time you don't glutton. Another way or an alternative approach to hara hachibu is 5:2 ratio rule, which means that 5 days a week you eat normally whatever you want and then 2 days of fasting. So even that can lead to a better or a healthy lifestyle. So discussing all this, does it mean that eating less means living healthy life? While some of you might wink your eyes, or many of you might even debate that this is one life and why to eat in that way? Why can't we eat whatever we want? Well, the choice is always ours. It is we who decide what to eat, what not to eat, and how to eat. But the idea is we need not take something to the extent of malnutrition, or we need not drag something to the extreme of malnutrition. But at the same time, while we eat, we must be conscious and mindful about what we are eating, how we are eating, and how much we are eating. And once we imbibe that habit in us, or inculcate that habit in us, the habit of mindful and conscious eating, then that is the key to a long and healthy lifestyle. So tell me, what is your view on this? Is it really necessary that we be so conscious and mindful while we have our meals? Or is it okay to stick to the fast food culture that we are accustomed to? Let me know your views in the comment section below. I would love to read your comments. If you like the video, do consider giving a thumbs up and hit the like button. That would really mean a lot to me. And if you're new to the channel, do consider subscribing to this channel and press the notification bell so that each time I upload a new video, you are notified. This is Shubhra Mukherjee signing off for now. I'll be back soon with brand new videos. Until then, spread joy and keep smiling. Have a great day and thank you so much for watching.